Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to convert leads to customers with GoHighLevel, okay? Whether the leads is from Facebook lead forms, whether it's from website forms, okay? I'm going to show you how to convert these leads into customers, okay? The strategies that I implemented the last 2 years, and I was able to, with some of my clients, we got a conversion rate of 40%, but it's a very rare situation. It doesn't happen all the time, okay? My conversion rate with all of my clients, it's about 20%, okay? But one of my cases, I got it actually up to 40%. So 40 of the leads, I was able to convert them into customers. It was with a beauty clinic, and the offer was so good. That's why. And it doesn't happen all the time, okay? The conversion rate you should be aiming for, and of course, it depends on the niche, okay? Let's say with clinics, I think you should be aiming to get at least 15% conversion rate, okay? 15, 20, 25% conversion rate, okay? If you're helping clinics, all type of clinics, you should be aiming to get a 15, 20% conversion rate with GoHighLevel, okay? If you're helping another niche, like for example real estate investors, for example, let's say you're helping with motivated sellers to your clients, those will be harder to convert them into deals, right? Because with clinics it's treatments with $100, $200, so it's easy to, not easy, but it's easier to convert them to customers, right? First thing, and this doesn't have anything to do with the conversion, but it's important, okay? Make sure that the quality of the leads is good. Before you focus on converting the leads, before you focus on the conversion process, make sure that the leads quality is good, okay? That's the essential thing before you focus on the conversion process, because in this video, I'm going to show you the conversion process, okay? But make sure that the leads are good, okay? And how do you make sure? I would recommend you, okay? Not with all the niches, of course. If you are running ads, okay, and you're running lead form ads, okay, make sure to include some questions, okay? So, because these things, like for example, the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number, these things can be auto-filled by Facebook. So if someone clicks on the form, okay, or on the ad, these details will be auto-filled, automatic. So you don't have to fill them. So you could get bad leads because you're just getting them to filling these informations. What I would recommend you is include a couple of questions, at least 1 to 2 questions in the form, okay? In addition to those here, okay? So the first thing you need to do to be able to convert leads into customers is the follow-ups. Firstly, you connect the form, okay? Whether it's the website form, you connect the form, okay? Form submitted, and then you select which form it was, okay? That you chose on your website. If it's Facebook lead form, then you connect the Facebook lead form, okay? Pages, you choose the page, form is, okay? And then, of course, the send SMS, and then you write the SMS, okay? And I showed you in previous videos how to set up a workflow, okay? All the steps you need to know, okay? So this is the first thing. An SMS, text, and an email, okay, within 2 minutes. Well, what I like to do is, okay, I like to include, for example, wait 2 minutes or even 1 minute, okay. In some cases, you can put it, to up to 5 minutes, but I like, 1 to 2 minutes, okay, and then SMS, send SMS. You send your text SMS, which is thanks for submitting our form regarding this offer, blah blah blah, click here to book your appointment before it's too late, or we have only 10 spots left, something like that, okay? And you test, of course, with your phone number that it's working, okay? So you include an SMS. I'm just gonna write anything, okay? Because this video is not about this, so I don't waste your time. I'm going to show you in other videos, and I showed you previously how to write a good SMS and how to set up the whole workflow. Okay, so you can get back to that video after watching this. So this is the first essential thing. Follow up with your leads within 5 minutes. Okay, even within 2 minutes. It's so important. Okay. The second essential thing is to send a notification to your clients. So whenever you get a lead, okay, you need to send a notification to your client. So your client needs to download the app called Lead Connector. Okay. You create a staff. Of course, let me show you how to create a staff. I showed you how to do so in previous videos, but let me do it again. So you go to staff, okay, you click on settings and then go to staff, and then here you can add your client. You can add employee, add his name or her name, and you know, her email and phone number. Okay, and in role and permissions you change it to user. Okay, and then you click save, and then your client can log in, and remember to give them a password as well. Okay, so you add their name and their email, phone number, and then you add the password they prefer. Okay, and then once you save, they can now download an app called Lead Connector, and then you can send them a notification. Okay, so how to add a notification? You can simply, okay, notification, send internal notification. Type of notification, you can click notification, or you can send them an SMS notification as well. But if they have the the application downloaded, which I would 100% recommend that your clients do, they need to download the app, and you as well need to download the app. Okay, and then the title, a new hot lead, for example, or new lead. Okay, and then you can say you just got this lead. Okay, his information. Call him, her. Okay, I'll just call them now. And then their information, contact, full name, and phone number. Okay, and then direct page, just contact or opportunity, and then particular user, and then you choose your client that you just added. Okay, boom. So now what will happen is every time a new lead comes in, okay, every time a new lead comes in, your client will receive a notification right away with their number. So your client can call them immediately. Okay, so that's the perfect way to do it. Okay, and tell your client that you can increase the chance by them converting by 400% if they call them right away. So you are sending your client a notification every time a new lead comes in, and your client is calling right away. I promise you, the conversion rate will be, very good. Okay, the percentage will be very good. Okay, and yes, they should call multiple times, because some of the clients some of the leads doesn't, or most of them actually doesn't take the call, but they need to follow up with them and call multiple times. Okay, and now the third step comes in. Okay, now I showed you how to send a text follow up right away. I showed you how to send an internal notification to your client so that your client calls them right away. Okay, because it doesn't matter if you're getting leads, if you're not calling them right away, it doesn't really matter. If you're getting leads, if you got a lead today and you follow up with them after 24 hours, you already lost them. Okay, so the purpose of getting leads is to follow up with them right away. So the third essential thing is the pipeline. You need to create a pipeline. Okay, why? Because you need to follow up with all the steps. Okay, 2 seconds. Let's just choose anyone, and you can create whatever stages you want. Okay, let me show you how to create a pipeline. You simply click on add opportunity. No, not here. Sorry. You go to pipelines and then create new pipeline. You give it a name. leads, okay, stage name. The first stage should be leads. The second stage should be hot lead, okay, when they show interest, when they write back, when they click on a link, on a trigger link. And I showed you how to add a trigger link in the previous video as well. Trigger link is also a very powerful tool that you can use. I used it myself and still do. So leads, hot leads, and then the third stage could be, you know, in conversation, okay? In conversation, there's conversation between you and the lead. The fourth could be booked, follow-ups, okay, call again, okay, 7-day follow-up, and then we have the not interested stage and canceled when they cancel their appointment. Okay, perfect. So now let me create a dummy lead. Just Hattie create. Okay. Yeah, this is the lead. So the way you transfer the leads to the pipeline is very simple. You simply create opportunity, okay, in pipeline, this pipeline that I just created, in pipeline stage, leads, of course, opportunity name, you know, their name, opportunity source. You can either write Facebook. What I did here, I just, you know, added their number here, okay, when I started with GoHighLevel. But you can just leave this empty, or you can just, yeah, the treatment, which treatment they just, you know, submitted, okay, which treatment offer they just submitted. So let's say they submitted a hydrofacial form, okay, you can write hydrofacial, okay, the lead value, how much they are gonna pay if they book this treatment. Let's say, what I like to do here is just keep it on 0, because my client can always change himself or herself, okay. So my client will always go here to the pipeline, because remember, you just gave them access and you added them to the staff. So my client will always write notes, okay, when, let's say she called them, they picked up, they were interested, okay, in a consultation, okay, you can write a note, okay, and then you can move them to booked a free consultation. Let's say they booked a treatment, okay, you go here, okay, you can give it a name, for example, hydrofacial, okay, and you can give it a value. Let's say it costs, you know, $100, okay, this is in Krona, it's basically $100, boom. Boom. So now you have the which treatment. Your client will be able to see, okay, this lead just, you know, submitted a form for this treatment, and the value is $100, okay. They just booked this, so your client can move them here, okay. And now you can track yourself, you can track the results your clients are making, okay. You just simply go to opportunities, and then you can see the, you know, the results your clients are making, okay. So now the thing that I would recommend you, okay, as well, every once in a while you send or you make a workflow with a 50% offer, a 50% off, okay. So every once in a while, once you have, you know, don't do this if you have less than 200 leads, don't do it. So once you start getting leads, okay, you start getting used to the system, blah, blah, blah. You had a conversion rate of over 15-20%, okay, and you still have 200 leads that haven't converted, okay? You can use these leads. You can send them an SMS text every once in a while with 50% discount, okay? You can do that because you already have leads that haven't converted yet. You can send them a text message every once in a while with a 50% or another, you got it. You can give them a special offer, okay? When it's Black Friday, you can send a text message to all the leads. Let's say you have thousands of leads and you send them a text, it will make a difference, right? So that's what I would recommend you as well, to convert as many of the leads into customers. So I'm sure there are so many other things. I know myself so many other things, like giving your client a call every time a lead comes in, so that your client can just answer the phone and then the phone will call the client again, okay? There are so many other things, but I gave you the essentials. Make sure that the quality of the leads is good, okay? Before you focus on the conversion process, okay? But once you do that, now you focus on the conversion process. What's the most essential thing? To follow up with the leads right away, with a text message, with an email, and with a call from your client. It's so essential. The second thing is you can send multiple follow-ups text, right? So you send the first text, you can send them another one after 24 hours, a third one after 2 days, 3 days, a 7-day follow-up, right? But if your client is calling between these text messages, the lead will pick up, right? And the second thing was you send a notification to your client, which I just showed you how. And the third thing is the pipeline. Follow-ups, make sure to send your client a notification every time a lead comes in, and the pipeline, okay? The notes, the pipeline, so you have an overview of everything, okay? You have a good overview of everything. And yeah, these are the essentials. So if you do these things, I promise you, you'll have a conversion rate of over 15, 20, 25%. It depends on the niche, of course. But we are talking, let's say, for example, clinics, okay? Okay? So yeah, make sure to implement these things and let me know the results you're getting, okay? Once you implement these things, please let me know after 3 months, 6 months. Get back to me, tell me, Hadi, I made these results, okay? Because I really want to hear your story.